What's the craziest thing your entitled neighbor ever did? I was 7 months pregnant and literally all I wanted was to float in peace. My husband Jake had just set up this little above ground pool in our backyard because I was dying in the summer heat and my back was killing me. We'd saved for 2 years to buy our first house, and this pool was like our one luxury purchase. Nothing fancy, just one of those 12-foot round ones from the hardware store. But it was mine and I loved it. Our neighbor Danielle lived next door with her daughter Bella, who was like 16. They'd always been kind of pushy, but whatever. We just minded our business. One Saturday afternoon, Danielle knocked on our door wearing this fake smile. She asked if Bella and a couple friends could come dip their feet in the pool because it was so hot out. I felt bad saying no, but the pool was tiny. We had to be careful with the chlorine levels, and honestly, I was exhausted and swollen and just wanted to relax without a bunch of screaming teenagers around. I said sorry, maybe another time, trying to be nice about it. 2 days later, I'm in the kitchen making a sandwich and I look out the window. There are 6 girls in full bikinis splashing around in my pool. I'm talking cannonballs, screaming the whole thing. I waddled out there as fast as a 7-month pregnant woman can waddle and yelled at them to get out. Bella looked at me all innocent and said Jake gave them permission. But Jake had been at work since 7 in the morning. I pulled out my phone and called him right there. He had no idea what I was talking about. The girls finally got out, all huffy and annoyed like I was the problem. Then Danielle came over. Not to apologize. She crossed her arms and said, "Come on, Layla, they're just kids trying to cool off, don't be selfish." I told her to leave and went inside shaking. That night, Jake installed a lock on the pool ladder, one of those heavy padlocks you need a key for. We thought that would be the end of it. That weekend, we went grocery shopping, gone for maybe an hour and a half. When we pulled into the driveway, I could hear music blasting from the backyard. My stomach dropped. We ran back there and the lock had been cut clean off with bolt cutters. There were beer cans floating in the water. A Bluetooth speaker was sitting on the edge blaring some rap song, and Danielle was stretched out in our lounge chair wearing my sun hat, my actual hat that I'd left on the patio table. I completely lost it. I was screaming at her to get out, my voice cracking because I was so angry I wanted to cry. She just laughed and said we needed to learn to share. Jake pulled out his phone and called the cops right in front of her. That wiped the smile off her face real quick. She grabbed the speaker and tried to leave, but the police showed up before she could make it back to her yard. Danielle straight up lied to the cops. She said she was the one who installed the pool and that we were renting from her. Complete fantasy. The officers walked the property line, checked our deed that Jake pulled up on his phone, and confirmed the pool was 100% in our yard. They warned her for trespassing and told her if she came back they'd arrest her. She stormed off calling us every name in the book. I thought it was over. I really did. We got a new lock, a thicker one, and Jake even put up a little fence around the pool area. For a week everything was quiet. I finally felt like I could breathe again. Then I came home from a doctor's appointment on a Wednesday afternoon. The gate was open. I walked into the backyard and my heart just sank. The pool was slashed wide open, like someone had taken a knife and just dragged it across the side. Water was gushing out onto the grass, the whole thing deflating like a sad balloon. I stood there staring at it and started crying. I couldn't help it. I was tired and pregnant, and this was the one thing that had been helping me feel normal. Jake came home from work early and filed a police report immediately. I didn't think we'd get anywhere with it, but 2 days later a cop called us back. Our neighbor across the street had a ring camera pointed at the street, and it caught Danielle walking into our yard with something in her hand. The timestamp matched when the pool got slashed, and in the video you could literally hear her laughing. We pressed charges. Danielle tried to deny it at first, but the video didn't lie. She ended up being ordered to pay for a replacement pool plus fines for trespassing and property damage. The whole thing cost her like $1,500. We used that money to buy a new pool, but this time we got one with steel walls that you can't just slash through. Jake also mounted a security camera right above it pointed at the whole backyard. Danielle never asked to use the pool again.